Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's Orange Sheep Plays here, and we are back on this because some of you guys enjoy the series, and I might as well make it a series, I guess. Yeah, enjoy series, make series. Yes. So, real quick before we start, let's look at current outlook on the world. The Flogans are the biggest empire right now. The Tombarians literally got beat up, and want revenge. The Bonitans are growing in power. Everybody hates them. And the Republic of Schaffland and the Gorgons, they both really hate each other. They've been kind of be able to settle it, but the Gorgons are greedy and want more land. And that's kind of it. And oh yeah, there's the Rukas. Yeah, the Ruka Empire up in the north, growing in power from resources. And then there's this brown thing. It's the Sown. Yes, the Sown. The Sown, it's the smallest colonial empire of them all. It's the smallest nation that has a colony. What is that? But yeah, let's get into the video. So, first off, the Bolton, okay, whatever. They are going to cause another war. They did it earlier because their existence gives everybody else pain. So, pink thingy, yes, pink thingy. The Banjas don't like him. See, the Banjas got a small part of the Tombarian Empire. And they wanted more, but their neighbor actually got more. And they were like, well, going to war with my neighbor will be a bit tricky. But what if I just go to war with some dumb island? So they do that. And as they start to mobilize, you see the oh my god, what's the name of the Reds? The Stritanian start to mobilize as well. So it really backfired. But don't worry, see this big inland country? It also wants a bit of land. It's called Jala, Republic of Jala. It wants some land, and so it decides to go help them if they get some land. And they're like, bet bro, we can do this. And so everybody starts to do a little thing called mobilizing. So the red guy, I'm not even gonna say it, they start making advancements in it. Oh my god. So they start making advancements into their land, the pinky pink land. Oh, yeah, the pink land. And right now it's really going to suck. It really just sucks for them, as it's going to take a while for the pink nation to get the small little landings, and this is really not helping. But their ally is making advancements up here, and it's really helping because it's able to distract the enemy enough that the pinks can just push them back, you know? There we go. And in fact, they start remobilize to go start making more advancements as their ally continues to take more land up here. Capital's like somewhere over here, I guess. But yeah. So then the pink starts to mobilize. The pink finishes mobilizing as troops then quickly take over the enemy coast, in fact. With then an encirclement which devastates the enemy army as they are slowly encircled and then end up surrendering. But the Reds don't give up yet. They still have hope in their ally. Oh wait, they're getting landings on them. Uh-oh. Yeah, the capital's like somewhere here. So the Bonitans aren't having a great time. The colonial empire ain't having a great time. As there's like fighting going on here, and it's actually looking good. The pink people, they're doing better in the jungle. If we go clear over here, at the coast, it's being trickier, and they're refusing to evacuate as more landings are made over here. Now, at this point, red is just dying. Like, look at this. This does not look good for them. And yeah. So with the Reds now collapsing their capital in the near, they don't surrender. They are going to fight till the end until their capital is gone because they feel like they can do something. And so the capital is just encircled, and Yeah, I don't know what they expected. And both forces are now they just take over the capital at this point and surrender. But just because they surrendered doesn't mean that the little tiny island thingy, yeah, that didn't surrender yet. And so more landings are made to take over the nation. This nation here is just sees how everybody got beat up and is not even going to do anything about it. Even though they gained land earlier from this nation from an attack, as land is quickly taken here, because take that, you just sell it to that nation back, yay. And so at this point, the island falls and surrenders. Let's go look at the peace deal. And the peace is made, and that red thingamajiggy, it got screwed over. You see, lost lands here, lost lands up here, and their whole colonial empire over here is gone. It wasn't even much of an empire. In the Bonneton Bay, they lost lands here. They get to keep this though, because they're cool. Don't worry. They're gonna get invaded soon, probably. They're done for later, I bet. But yeah, they got screwed over. They lost their big chunks of their empire. Yeah. So currently, these two nations here, they got screwed over, and they want to work together. They make an alliance, and the oh no, it's a notification. Okay, nothing happened. But the Gorgons, they also joined the alliance because they want to get some buds. So now we have this big old alliance that is really lively in its growing tensions as the Republic Shafland starts growing diplomatic ties with the Flogans, because who wouldn't? Like, look at this. Those two, and then the Wookiees maybe if they wanna, and a few others, and that's half the world. But yeah, right now the Republic Shafland isn't doing too hot. You see, they got a lot of land very fast. The Flogans, they got a massive army, military, and everything. The Shafland, not exactly. It's pretty much New Amsterdam in a nutshell. And there are now riots and revolutions in these newly acquired lands that want independence. And yes, I'm sorry for the color wheel being here. I forgot to get rid of it, guys. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. There it is. It's gone. Okay. Yeah, this is on paint.net. Wow. Not advertising it. Also, why is this layers thing still here? And at this point, the military does decide to get involved just for protection, but the government decides, hey, if we just don't fight the protesters and rioters, we should be okay. The answer is no, because these guys want independence. So major ports around the area start to get taken over. And they demand that the main big old island, just gets independence. And first they're like, oh, I don't know, we kinda like the resources. But then as a major port up here then falls to riders and stuff and rebellions, they're not given much of a choice. And so this whole island is given up because these rebels. This isn't going to be the first rebel state at all though. There's going to be a few more. As now some colonies are inspired. As now with this, see, there's this nation over here, and it has this colony here. There is one problem. The colony has a big chunk of Tombarians over here that now want independence, because remember, it was took from them. Because that was one of the colonies that was one of the first few. There's a ton of people there, and it's mainly along the coast. And now there are all of a sudden riders and stuff too, so that probably doesn't help. So they send the army to mobilize. As the army mobilizes, the riders become rebels, yeah, and they start taking over chunks of land over here and split in two. As they then go up the coast and start taking more port cities, because port is key, they start to get to the capital of the colony, which is right over here. And then they take the capital of the colony. And so they demand that their section is given independence as they start taking more major lands, and also maybe put the commanders to gunpoint. Like the really good commanders that have fought in wars and stuff, and like really useful. So yeah, that happened. So let's go look at the peace treaty. The peace treaty is done. The peace treaty is done, and they got their independence. Remember, this was part of the Tombarians, but they don't want to be part of the Tombarians anymore because their economy got screwed over. So now the world has 2 more countries, and I want you guys to name them in the comments. Yeah, and if not, then I'm going to name them, and you're going to have to deal with it. You can name it Bob if you want. The 2 comments with the most likes, yeah. Just I think that's about to be the only countries we get in this video. Meanwhile, over here, oops, this continent has been relatively peaceful. It ain't gonna be for long. This little country here is kind of in the way for this big country here to expand. Because some countries missed out, and by some I mean literally that one, and that one. Anything landlocked missed out. This thing is literally landlocked by a few pixels. Sucks to suck. You know? So this big old nation works with the rookies and my mouse thingy. Oh no, okay. And a few others. And they decide it's time to get non-landlocked, aka that nation. These 3 work together. These 3 are screwed. Yep, now, so you see, everybody starts to mobilize, and here comes a big old war. So everybody starts to mobilize, and there are already gains over here as the troops start to go enter, and the capital is around here along the coast. And so as there are also gains here to get some other major cities around here and also get to the coast, there is a spearhead to the capital, and it is very successful. But remember, there's an alliance here. And so this nation and that nation are also helping them and sending aid. But it's really hard to do that when you're also being invaded by a freaking superpower. A massive industrialized nation that is ready to murder anybody that it wants. And it starts making landings and splits the island in 2, and oof, that's gotta hurt. And so at this point, they surrender, and just it's not looking good. They surrender. This nation doesn't even help their allies, but gets invaded anyways because they suck. And I'm too lazy to make a cut, so you're just gonna have to. You're just gonna have to. Yeah, there we go. And we already know the outcome of this. Just go along the coast like that. They go along the coast here, landings, blah blah blah. It's the end. Let's go look at this peace treaty. And here is the outcome of the war. This nation here got a big chunk of land here, and that nation got screwed out, got a colony. This nation here got this, and also has port perms here from that nation, so they can control the colony much easier. And the rookies, they got some land here, here, and over here. So yeah, it worked out well for everybody except for the people that lost. And anyways, you see, all this means these 3 allies now want revenge on these guys who stole what was their land. These guys are kind of friendly with the Flogans, and also this guy. So, which you're friendly with the Flogans, which you're friendly with the Republic here, and then this guy. This guy kind of like the Flogans. So technically a puppet at this point. I don't know. These guys like the Tombarians. These guys just want to stay out of everything. These guys want revenge and are working with the Tombarians at this point. Everybody hates everybody else in simplified terms. These guys like these guys, so they like these guys. And yeah, so next war is gonna suck a lot because tensions are growing. And this guy, nobody cares about that guy. Who cares? Anyways, yeah, server's a bit too short. I don't know. This is everything to prepare for the World War. So yeah, that's what the next video is gonna be. If you guys like this, I still need a name for this world. Somebody comment a name already. Like, jeez. Remember, this is heavily inspired by Addy's Pro. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.